Danny, why did you know you needed to take some time and have some rest? What was there a moment where you said, I got to just step back?
Yeah, definitely. I just felt like my body felt good, but my brain was foggy. Like I was tired. Like it wasn't sharp as it should be. And I knew that right there and then that I needed rest. The key was rest, and I needed to let my body rest and my mind rest. And I know once I got some rest, I'll be back better than ever.
Danny Garcia is our guest, of course. We've come a long way, Danny, I think, as a society of kind of understanding athletes are human beings too, and especially a sport as brutal as the one that you compete in is boxing. But you're still going to find that contingent out there, those critics who say, fight through it. You're making excuses for why you lost to Errol Spence. For what we're hoping is more of a minority out there, but for people who can be very vocal and critical, what do you say to them?
I never really made no excuses before the fight or after the fight. I just knew that after the fight, when the fight was done, I knew that I just needed rest. So I don't think I ever made any excuses. But what happened happened, and right now I feel better than ever, and I can't wait to show the fans what I've been working on for July 30th.
Was there a dark moment for you, Danny?
I would say, yeah, a little bit. Like during training, it just felt a little off. I'm talking about for this during 2020, it felt a little off. Especially during with the pandemic, everything just felt weird. The training camp was different. I was secluded from the family, so it definitely did feel like a lot more lonelier. On top of me feeling already a little bit mentally tired, but it did feel a lot different. Yeah, I can't lie. But now I feel better. I feel regular again. I feel great.
Danny, obviously, you talked to a lot of boxers, a lot of young boxers. I don't know if during the pandemic any of them came up to you and asked for advice, but if kids are having a tough time in the ring or any sport, what advice would you give them?
Well, I would just say listen to your body. Listen to your body. Um, if you feel like you need a break, take a break. If you feel like you keep going, keep going. But just listen to your body. Your body doesn't lie. And yeah, that's the most important thing. You got to learn how to listen to the signs in your body telling you need rest or you got to keep going.
That's funny though, because I feel like for athletes, you're so in tune with your body,
Mm.
but you're also so used to pushing your body to places where maybe you never thought it could go or, pushing yourself to the brink. How can you tell the difference between pushing yourself towards excellence and pushing yourself too far?
Wait, yeah, that's a great question. Sometimes your body can feel great, but your mind can be tired. So like in my situation, my body felt great. I was running 5 miles, I was running 3 miles, I was sparring 12 rounds, but my brain wasn't working the way I wanted it to work. It wasn't sharp enough. So you just have to know when you hit that peak. When you hit that peak, you have to know your body enough to okay, I did 12 rounds today. Maybe I could take a day off and let my body recover and come back in instead of doing 12 rounds and running 5 miles the next day. Sometimes you go over peak and that could cause your brain to get tired and your head to get tired. So you just know how to what days to take off and what days to go hard.
Was it scary for you at all? I mean, there's a lot of information about there. You compete in a brutal sport. When your brain is starting to feel foggy, were you scared for yourself?
No, I wasn't scared because I knew that my body was in great condition. My body was in great condition. But you know, I felt like this before and I fought through it and I won fights like this. So it wasn't not new, but this was just like I don't know what probably the year, the pandemic, what it was, but it just felt like it was on steroids. So but now I feel good again and I feel great.
So, Danny, what do you expect now? You're a little older. I hope, hopefully, wiser. Are you a different boxer coming out of this now?
Yeah, definitely. We're definitely gonna be a lot smarter. We're still gonna be aggressive, we're still gonna be explosive, but we definitely want to be smarter. And you just never know. You could think you're gonna go in there and fight an easy boxing match, but
Hmm.
it might turn out to a war. So you got to prepare your body for any whatever case scenario, and we've done that.
Okay, we've gotten this far into the
Yeah.
interview. If you're watching us on CBS Sports Network, we have got to ask about your car. So you are in the car right now, and we
Yeah,
can just see this sort of one strip of light that is changing color. This looks like the most tricked out car. Like, what is going on?
Oh yeah, right now I'm in a Maybach SUV, Maybach truck. So it's like a like exclusive car, Mercedes Maybach.
Are you in my hometown of Philadelphia?
Yeah, actually, I'm on my way to the gym right now as we speak to go work out.
Wait, does this come in the Maybach or did you have to get this extra? Because, like, forgive us, I've never actually been in a car that expensive. Is
No,
this like custom for you?
this is stock. This is stock. Everything comes this way.
Wow. You learn something new every day, Perloff. Danny, just a couple more for you. And again, going to be fighting Jose Benavidez Jr. July 30th. It's at Barclays Center if you're in New York City, on Showtime if you're watching all around the world. You know, it's kind of become a little bit more ubiquitous now, Danny, to have these sort of celebrity boxing matches. You know, when Floyd Mayweather is fighting one of the Paul brothers, is this good for boxing, or do you find that this takes away from people like yourself who have gotten into the sport in a traditional way and have become a champion?
I think it's good for boxing. It brings different eyes. A lot of fighters might not feel the same way as me because they feel like they're making all this money and they never boxed before, and they're still in the spotlight on fighters. But you just have to look at it. I look at it. They bring in, as long as they help other fighters and put fighters on their platform, and and help the other fighters get famous and bring new eyes, then I think it's good.
All right, Danny, get ready to go on defense right now because I'm going to ask you the hardest question. You're not going to like this. You have to pick one Philadelphia team that's going to win the next championship. I'll give you the Eagles, the Sixers, or the Phillies. Who wins the next title in Philadelphia team sports?
Good question. I will have to say I'm gonna have to go with the 76ers. Maybe I think they built a good team, strong team. Um, yeah, I would go. I would say the Sixers.
So you like the James Harden sign? You're good with Harden and Embiid? It's all good?
Yeah, I think that's a solid team. I think we had a great season last year, and I think they're building more chemistry probably on the off season, and they should have a great season. But I think the Sixers are up next to win it. The Eagles already won in 2018, so, and then the Phillies won in 2008. So all I need is the Sixers to win, and then I got to see all the teams win.
Love
Okay.
it.
Like my co-host.
Besides the Flyers. Besides the Flyers.
Yeah.
Like my co-host, Danny, did you cry when the Eagles won the Super Bowl?
Man, I was happy. I didn't really cry. I was happy because that was like one of my dreams. Like one of my dreams was to always see the Eagles win the Super Bowl, and they did it. So I was just happy.
Shedding a tear or two. It's okay. Danny, thanks so much for the time. Really appreciate it. Good luck against Jose Benavidez Jr. July 30th. Again, Barclays Center if you're in Brooklyn, or Showtime if you're watching all around the world. Safe travels in the Maybach. That was it was interesting to see the inside of one, and we'll catch up with you again soon.
Thank you. I appreciate it.